Hello, everybody, and welcome
Hi.
to an Elite Dangerous live stream.
Hi there, Will.
Hello, Ed.
How are you?
Good. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Oh, we've got ourselves a quick muters.
No, I just like the message. It's so important that it needs to be said twice. As you can see, we are back. We are back.
Wowzers.
Wowzers. We're back in 2019 or 3305. We have left 2018 behind
It
us.
was look, I didn't like it anyway.
I disagree. There were some great points.
Oh,
we
did you?
released
Okay,
some
I'm
great
sorry.
updates.
Oh yeah, apart from all those bits that were really fantastic.
Lots were happening. Lots was happening.
Lots were happening.
As you can see, I've lost the ability to speak in 2019, so my resolution is to get my speech back.
Hi everybody, my name's Ed, I'm part of the community management team here at Frontier Developments, and I'm joined by the lovely, the fantastic, the incredible William Flanagan, who was also part of the community management team at Community. Also, don't want to alarm you, in 2019 things haven't changed too much because I can see that Andrea Nimmer's here, Flimley's there, Drazkul's there, Minimar, the Cosmos, Ian Phillips, Rasendish, Intergalactic Mining Union, Space Empire, Phil Coots again, Karumba, Amaric HN, Cohen Leth is here, Philip Robinson, NSR2, Space Imperia. All of the best ones are still here in 3305.
I don't know who you're talking about, Ed. I can't see anyone.
The best ones.
They're here in my head.
There are some of them that aren't in the chat though, or they might be, but some of the best ones are joining us here in our headsets,
Yes, so
on your microphones today.
We'll introduce them very shortly. Just to tell you what this live stream is about, this live stream is dedicated to Distant Worlds 2. If you don't know what that is already, don't worry, we've got some fine folk.
Where have you been?
Where have you been, firstly?
That's rude, isn't it?
But rest assured, we have some fine folk who will be telling us all about it. So that's the focus for tonight's live stream. Ed will be gearing up his ship in the background to get it ready while we grill our guests.
No, I mean that sounds like a way you're
grilling
going to
them. We're
We're
grilling
just going
them.
to ask them nice questions.
Yes, but we're also grilling them. It's a segment after.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you actually grill them
them.
like on
A
a
rotisserie
and
chicken.
eat them afterwards.
Oh god, it's got dark again.
We've managed. I don't know how we've done it
We've
again.
gone dark again. So, Ed, you've stolen that, but I need that. Thank you very much.
So sorry.
It's okay, Ed. It's fine. It's the time back. The time back. The time back. So tonight we're joined by Dr. Kai, or some of you know him as James, I believe. I hope I've not doxed him. Hello, Dr. Kai, and welcome to the live stream. We'll see about that. Depends how well you behave in this live stream.
You can't hear Dr. Kai just yet. We apologise.
We do apologise. So
now you can.
Now you can. It's fixed. Everything's fine. So sorry, Dr. Kai, and welcome to tonight's live stream. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Are you happy? Are you happy to be here? Are you excited about what's in store this Sunday?
Yes, I'm very happy to be here, as long as you don't eat me. And
It's never no
as
promises.
for what's in store for, as for what's in store for Sunday, well, it's gonna.
You're sort of shrugging about it, but I mean, it is quite an
It's a
exciting
big-
thing. This is Distant Worlds 2. Distant Worlds 1 was probably one of the biggest biggest events Elite Dangerous had that year. Aside from all of the course the major launches and the game updates and things like that, it's one of the biggest and I'd say most celebrated community events that we've ever done. And Distant Worlds 2 looks like it's going to be even bigger, of course. You've been seen in the press yesterday, or I think it was yesterday, Polygon
two
article,
articles,
which is
from
really
Polygon.
cool.
And there's a Kotaku one as well, I believe. So yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
There's
haven't seen the Kotaku one.
Really?
Will.
There's
Yeah, I
actually
believe so.
3 Polygon articles.
3 of them. Yes, there were
Right.
3. There was
Yeah.
one earlier, I think in the month, or last month. Can't remember.
There's actually also been another couple of things that have happened, in case you're interested.
Very interesting.
Tell us.
We've made it to a Swedish radio station. We've made it to an Austrian newspaper.
Oh
to
yeah, I saw
Standard,
that one.
if I pronounce that.
The
And
front page.
there's a couple of things that are going to happen that obviously I don't want to guarantee just in case somehow something goes wrong, but there should be a new scientist interview. and
That's
we
very
should be
exciting.
getting a tweet from a famous astronomer pretty soon, so long as that goes ahead.
Well,
That's
Sorry,
awesome.
a famous astronaut, I meant.
That's really exciting stuff, and it just shows where this event has come for, and this is the second one, so it's quite
It's just the
exciting.
beginning.
But let's
And
get our
I like
other.
that mug.
Oh, sorry, James, I cut you off.
No, I was just saying, I like what you're showing to the viewers on this.
Our mugs.
Slight delay, but
yes. If it, just in case, we should go full screen just really quickly to show off our mugs.
We can indeed.
Of course, we were very
Mugs
lucky
are
to
visible.
receive these. We have them from the Mug Club. Are people too late to join the Mug Club if they haven't already?
no, it's never too late to join the Mug Club.
How do they do that then, James?
They can go to our website, which is
Cool.
dw2expedition.wixsite.com. We can get it shared in the chat, I'm sure. And go to the memorabilia section. There's also patches and medallions, and if anyone has anything interesting they can make or anything like that, we're always welcome to have it produced so people can hold it in their hands or whatever cool ideas you come up with.
Try and fly while holding it in your hands the entire journey might be a challenge. I set myself. It won't.
Don't do that.
Well, thank you, James. We're going to be talking to you, of course, throughout tonight's episode. But of course, we're also joined by All Crows Are Black. Hello, Crow.
Hi, Will. Hi,
Crow for
Ed.
short, is that right?
Yeah, Crow, please. I bought soy sauce.
But you soy sauce
that-
why?
so-
Oh, great!
no,
Because
we
we're going
need
to
to-
grill you.
We need
The
to.
joke
I
is-
don't know if that's. I don't know if that's okay or.
I don't know. We're not going to eat you. Anyway, hello, Crow. How are you doing?
Oh, brilliantly, thank you.
And so I'm familiar with Crow because I'm playing on PS4 primarily. On my main
Because he's a
account.
god, everyone.
Because I'm a god.
basically.
There you go.
That's
I've been
very-
communing with Crow.
I had no
mental
idea.
waves.
I had no idea that Will was a god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of it until we started communicating, but it's become abundantly apparent that Will is in fact a minor deity.
There you go.
I don't know if we're allowed to continue this this way, this trail of thought, but because I think
Cult of
Will's
Will.
ego is already too large as it is.
Matching Edward
Are
Lewis's.
you knocking into that? With
I am
your-
a little bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
you need to-
It's
need to-
because it's tied there anyway.
Do you want to just sort of just round your back of your neck somehow? You can do this. There you go. Yeah, that's
Like a scarf. Anyway, Crow, what is your job within the Distant Worlds organisation of the event?
My job is to corral the PlayStation commanders. So it was really important when DW2 was conceptualized that the consoles were, as they weren't, they weren't able to take part way back when the original was launched. But this time round, we were able to reach out to the consoles and say, actually, you guys are part of this game too. Why don't we organize an expedition that takes in everybody on all platforms with all of the sub-disciplines across each one of them? So my job is to take that concept of integration and realize it among our currently 670, I think it is now, PlayStation commanders signed up.
Yeah, it's great.
So it's only a little job, really. I don't do much.
You don't do much. I think managing the enjoyment of 600 commanders is a big task, and making sure everyone gets there within the time frame and enjoys it. I think that's important.
I think it's that they enjoy it. That's the thing, and they feel like they're everybody's part of the one event. That's what's most important to me, is that everybody has fun, and they feel like there are no barriers. We're all in the same BGS after all.
Yeah.
We're all commanders, and we're really keen to erode the artificial barriers between PC, Xbox, PS4. And that's one of the great things that DW2 is doing really successfully.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pleased because I just get to go along with the PS4 crowd, so I'm not going alone, which is
We
nice.
do very little, really.
Yeah,
We just get to enjoy it.
we get to enjoy it. We don't have to organise everything. We just come along for the ride, which is nice. Well, thank you, Crow. Next, we are joined by Alex Brenell. Hello, Alex.
Hi, Will. Great to see you, and hello to everyone else watching as well.
I'm going to wave for them.
Hello.
Hello, Alex.
Hi.
How are you doing? And what do you do for the Distant World 2 event?
I'm in charge of running the fleet mechanics wing side of the expedition, which is the hull repair limpet side to support the rest of the fleet and make sure that everybody makes it there and everybody makes it home. There's quite a few things to it, quite a lot of events going on as well, and it's all shaping up quite nicely.
It's quite an important task for you then to make sure everyone stays alive in some degree, in some way.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Fair enough.
this is an expedition across the galaxy, so.
Yes, and one thing that's fair to note is last time we didn't have this capability because repair limpets weren't in the game yet, and they've been added between the expeditions.
Yeah.
Last time, I think approximately just over a third of the commanders that were on the roster actually made it all the way to Beagle Point within the time limit. So this time, hopefully, that percentage will be slightly higher, and we can be there to repair everyone from any planet collisions or mining damage from the new beautiful explosions that you've put in.
Yeah.
Or any other upsets along the way.
And we have mechanics across all platforms, right? Especially PS4. I'm just checking.
Yes, we do. We very much do.
Good.
Yeah, definitely do.
Might need some help on that one.
Not before me, you won't.
Yeah, I think we'll all be fighting each other to get repaired.
Okay, good. Not literally fighting each other.
Not
Of course,
literally,
PvP is not allowed. on
No,
Disney
no,
World
of course
Expedition.
not. No. Well, thank you, Alex. We'll be going into sort of the organisations within the Distant Worlds 2 event in just a little bit. I just want to introduce our last guest tonight. It's Polish Dan. Hello, Dan.
Picking up explosion.
Evening.
Now, I know you, Dan, already.
Yes.
From your love of mining, of course.
Yes.
But I'm not going to go ahead and assume what you do within the fleet. But what is your role?
My role will be to keep Alex on his toes, I reckon, more than anything.
There's a fantastic
no.
northern accent you've got there, sir. Yeah. Love it, love it.
My job will be to organise and do our best to encourage the community goals to succeed in the mining area.
Cool. So you're the head miner, the foreman, isn't that?
Yes,
is that not what they
the
call
foreman. Yeah, the
foreman.
gaffer.
Gaffer.
Awesome. And you're going to be encouraging people and whipping people up to go out there and make sure the CGs succeed.
Yep.
Which is quite exciting.
Yep.
And then
moral support for explorers with mining gear.
Yeah, some empathy there is needed, some morale boosting, maybe some cheerleading along the way.
Definitely.
We don't have a department for that yet.
Well, Will and I haven't got any official jobs. If we can come along and be cheerleaders, that'd be great. So is that everybody? Is that all?
That's
that questions
everybody.
to
Thank you.
introduce?
Yeah,
Right,
everybody.
great. So before we go into some more details about each person and ask some broad questions, there are some. I think we've got to bring back James or Dr. Kai. To talk to us in broader strokes about what Distant Worlds is. We have some questions, how can people sign up to Distant Worlds and things like that, but why don't we, so if somebody could put a link in the chat, that'd be great. But, Dr. Kai, what is, for those who don't know, if you're just turning up to the stream because you like Elite Dangerous and you've actually never heard of this, what is Distant Worlds and why? Well, tell us a bit about the history about it.
Oh wow, that's a very broad question.
Sorry.
What is Distant Worlds? No, it's fine. It's a question that needs to be answered eventually, I guess. I mean, at its most basic, Distant Worlds is an expedition whereby thousands upon thousands of commanders are going to be crossing the galaxy, starting at somewhere in the bubble, a system called Peleni, and spending approximately 18 weeks traveling on a beeline through the core. Well, I don't want to say a beeline because we haven't actually revealed the route, and it's a bit more twisty than that. But anyway, and our ultimate goal is to get to a system that has been named by the Galactic Mapping Project, and Elite Dangerous has renamed it to Beagle Point. Very famous location. I'm sure everyone's heard of it. It's
Wow.
It was
Maybe they haven't.
Maybe they haven't. Yeah, Beagle Point. That's it. It's over 65,000 light years from Sol. It was one of the. It was originally at some point the furthest furthest system you can reach, give or take. Or it could actually be the furthest at one point. Aramis Kamzel was the first to go there in the Distant Suns expedition, which was just him. He went by himself right at the beginning of the game and inspired everyone to go on these massive, arduous, intrepid expeditions. And he got there, he named it Beagle Point.
Enjoyable is the word I would use.
Well, no, let's not play it down. Let's not get people
thinking this is a neat.
Yeah, this
I
isn't
think.
going to be an easy trip.
I mean, I want to ask that question. This is a long trip. What does that encompass? What are people going to have to overcome on this journey? Because it is a long distance. You're going to have, we've already kind of mentioned it. The miners out there, they're going to have to struggle with keeping their hull at 100%.
Yeah. Well, you're right. We shouldn't make it sound too nasty, but I just want to make sure everyone knows that it is a hard trip. It's going to take 18 weeks for a reason.
Yeah.
Which means at least 1,000 jumps, I would say. So you're going to obviously have to fight the tedium of that, but and tedium can make you tired, so it can make you do silly things like crashing into stars and planets, blowing yourself up in rings.
Yeah.
All kinds of dangers. But generally speaking, to answer your general question, what is Distant Worlds? Well, we gather together to make it as fun as possible, and it's a very, very fun experience. In fact, I could say that anyone who's bothered to come to me from Distant Worlds 1 and tell me what they thought of it, pretty much the average statement would be, this was the best thing I've ever done in a video game ever, thank you so much. So
I always talk about that. I often say that I do think that Distant Worlds 1 was easily one of my favourite things I've ever done in a video game. Not just Elite aside, video games in general. It was just such a wonderful experience. So much, I got so much from it. If you look at my squadron here, Ed's 38. We're not doing that great, but
We're
it doesn't
19
matter.
members. So
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you know. But like, oh look, I'm only a baker. I'm not sure about this. But like, basically, Ed's 38, the squadron, the group Ed's 38, represent Ed's 38, wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Distant Worlds, because I streamed every single jump back, and that kind of became a huge part of kind of building up a little community around it. But it wasn't just that, it was the wonderful journey out there where, and I liken it to, sorry, I'm just going to concentrate on talking for a second. I liken it to, if anyone's ever done any sort of real life expedition, sort of like a Duke of Edinburgh award or gone camping with friends even, if anyone's ever done anything like that,
Don't worry, I'm fine.
if anyone's ever done anything like that, you do the things where you basically, you stop off at different campsites along the way, and everyone sort of splits apart. You go on this journey and you have this amazing trip with a couple of other people, and then everyone meets on a planet surface, but in real life it would always be a campsite on the edge of some beautiful mountain somewhere, and then everyone kind of meets, and in the game it's on a planet surface, and you see people parking down in their ships, and they're all like, hey guys, where have you been? Have you had a good time? Oh, it's nice to see you.
Sharing
Oh, you
their
made it. Sharing stories of the way. And it felt incredibly special to be so far out, and I would spend hours and hours and hours and hours not seeing a single human commander, because of course space is so huge. And then you would see 30 people all joining down together in this one area, and it just felt so special to be part of something as strange and all part of this video game. And it was the time where I felt most like I was really exploring space. Yeah, and it felt the most like a sort of almost an actual simulation of what that would really be like. It was incredible, and I hope that everybody who's joined up is going to have that same feeling, especially now that with the changes in the game as well and the improvements. I think it's going to be even better. What say you, Dr. Kai, or anyone who wants to comment?
I think that's a really good summary of what
A bit rambly,
Distant Worlds
but
is.
yeah.
No, it's like perfect. It creates loads and loads and loads of joy in so many different ways, and things happen like, Ed's 38, people form new friendships and groups. The fact that it's hard really helps with that, because it feels like you all went through a big challenge together. Speaking of challenge, I think we should start a pool on what your hull percentage is going to be by the time you get to Beagle Point.
Mine,
Well,
100%.
unless Alex comes to help. Yeah?
100%.
Yeah, 100%. The reason is I've actually brought an AFMU with me this time, because last time I forgot.
Still can't repair your hull with it, but Alex
Oh
can.
no, that's true. Sorry, the holder you can't repair with it, but
Yeah.
Alex can with his limpets. And if anybody's got a connection to the community, then it's me. So,
Please, somebody help
yeah,
me.
someone's gonna help.
I'm going to be a bit more modest myself.
Oh.
I'm going to go 72.
Okay.
Hopefully, it won't be 72. Hopefully, it'll be 100.
At the
but
point of reaching.
At the point of reaching, I'm confident.
Okay.
Cool.
That's
Good luck. The other thing you asked quickly is what new technologies, how are they going to change the game? Well, that's actually the whole theme of the expedition this time around is based around the new like updates that have come to the game. So we are going to be the first expedition we were originally the first big expedition. I mean, the fleet. Sorry, no, I take that back. The FGE, the first great expedition, was the first expedition, but at least Distant Worlds was the first like kind of big one that actually got all the way and came back. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. The point I'm trying to make is the original thing about this expedition is we're going to be the first people in an expedition to go out trying to unravel the mysteries of the Codex. And with over 9,000 of us now, I think we're going to find some really cool stuff. And it's going to really give a good, we call it Journey of Discovery because it's all about the discoveries. We're hoping we're going to find some really cool things, gather around them, party among the brain trees and lightning.
Party of the brain trees. Love it.
I think that's worth sort of delving into a little bit more because this isn't just a trip for the explorer. And I don't know who's best to answer this, but this is a fleet of lots of different roles. And could you kind of talk us through what those roles are and how, if someone out there who still hasn't signed up wants to get involved and they're thinking, oh, well, I'm not an explorer, but I'd still want to be part of this. How? Who are you guys reaching out to?
I can go through, I guess, the summary of the roles, and the ones that are represented here can probably go into more detail. But I mean, first and foremost, I think this is definitely an exploration trip. So if you don't even have a single exploration bone in your body, then you might not find a lot of fulfillment on this trip. But there are still things for everyone to do. So I guess our main big project is the science project. And if you can sign up as a scientist, then you'll be delegated with things to do. You'll be expected to submit things and maybe work on the science team to help like uncover some of the mysteries. I think they'll be studying things like the Stellar Forge engine, for example. They'll be looking at various things. I mean, to be honest, I wish we had one of the science team to talk about it because I want to talk about their ideas and their projects, but they do have a forum thread. They've got cool ideas.
But for example, if I signed up as a scientist, I would be put in this division of the science wing almost, and then throughout that receive communication about, okay, we want to find these things. What can we catalogue here, for example, in this system or these systems? It's a bit of that. Am I right in thinking?
Yeah, exactly that sort of stuff.
And that's awesome.
Papers will be published based on the results of the data and stuff like that. And there's a lot of subdivisions in there. We've got the Geology and Organics department, so they'll be focusing more on fumaroles and brain trees and who knows, literally who knows. That's what I love about it, who knows.
We have the mechanics, of course. We have Alex with the mechanics and Perishdan representing, or at least advising some of the miners within the fleet as well.
I've gone the wrong way. It's okay, Ed. Sorry guys.
Okay, sorry.
Why are we whispering? I don't know.
I'm sure they're going to talk about that, but just
I'm having a bad time, everyone. I'm having a bad time.
He's having a great time. He's having a very bad time at playing the game right now,
just-
just to be very clear.
I don't know what
Sorry,
happened.
nobody's watching.
I don't know what happened there. I was doing so well,
It's okay.
and then the
it's-
gravity of the situation literally started making me panic. It's
dawned
doing
on
right
you.
now. It's doing it right now.
It dawned on you what's going to take to go ahead.
This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen when I'm live out in the middle of
We've
space.
already hit 86 holes, so
I think the
Only a little bit
I
of
think
flailing.
You need a mechanic.
I think the
Yes,
pool-
please.
Alex, if we could get
Yes,
you on.
please. It wouldn't be. It's the gravity, and I want to use that joke again because it was a good one. It was the gravity of the situation finally came clear to me. Here we go. Look at that. That's what I should have done the first time.
So there's a lovely segue there. This is a perfect example of something that the mechanics could help with on the expedition. You're coming into a waypoint or a base camp, underestimate the gravity, take some hull damage, and we can be there to fix you back up to 100%.
And that is, of course, why I did that then, because, I wanted to demonstrate that.
Well, Alex, how many how many mechanics are there out there in the fleet?
I'm not entirely sure. I believe we were above 1,000 not too long ago. I'm sure it's higher than that now, which is quite amazing, really.
Yeah. Oh, you need some phosphorus out there.
Okay, phosphorus then, I suppose.
And your sort of role within the fleet is it primarily to repair, or will you be also delving into other activities?
It's primarily repair. So we set up a procedure and a plan based loosely on the fuel rats, as they've got the best system going. We had quite a lot of people from active fuel rats advising us and giving us a few pointers.
Yeah.
So it's mainly going to be an emergency support, and at base camps and waypoints we'll obviously be patrolling. We'll be everywhere to help keep people topped up.
Yeah.
But there's a hell of a lot of other activities going on. There's meetups. We've got a few dry runs going. It's actually been really great because we've sort of put the idea into the community and they've run with it. I mean, in the space of a few weeks, we've had a nickname, a mascot, artwork. People are organising dry runs, optimising the procedures. It's been fantastic to watch it grow, and it's great to be a part of, to be honest.
Oh, Ed's just scanning there. Look at that. But
I've
that's
just checked the roster, guys, and it's 1,346 currently signed up as mechanics.
that's pretty good to hear.
Great.
That's awesome. So the idea is that, okay, I've taken some damage and I'm worried, so I need to call in the mechanic, and they can reach out to you within the channels that you set up for the expedition and can call a mechanic to come and help them.
Exactly right.
This is not the Distant Worlds 2 route, by the way.
Yeah.
Just so people know it's not. This is just a route that I've previously done.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Will. We have a in-game support channel within the FleetCom Discord, and that's going to be the channel for any form of support. So, for example, you need some limpets, we have a logistics wing. If you're role-playing with the Medicorps side of things, there's bits for them in there. So anything in-game is all handled through the one channel, which is where we're going to operate out of.
Cool.
And it's really important to stress that that's across platforms too.
So this is a service that is available to anyone on Xbox, PC, and PS4.
Correct. Yes.
Exactly.
Just like everything in Distant Worlds.
Just like everything, yeah. This is a multi-platform event, but what I like about this, there is still sort of synergy across the activity across all of the platforms. So the way you guys are organising yourselves, it's not okay. We're organising just for the PC players. It's organised across the endeavours to catalogue and research the galaxy, or the route especially, is a shared goal.
Yeah, and speaking of synergy, even like things like the mining that's going to be done is being done in a very coordinated, awesome way. But I'm sure you'll get to that when you speak. We've just got a lot of synergy going on. It's awesome. I'm just so proud.
It's a really good segue. Why don't we talk about that? Let's talk about the mining. So it's something you guys have brought up quite a lot. What about it? What's going on? Tell us. I mean, I already know, but I want to know more.
Dan, would you like to take the floor?
Yeah, can do. Yeah, so we've had a brilliant roller coaster since about June, when we first got introduced. And yeah, it's kind of, is Distant Worlds going to accommodate for mining? How?
Mm-hmm.
When? We didn't know. Then it was released, and then the Chapter 4 came out, and it was like, wow.
Here's some
And then-
toys to play with.
So we start finding out bits and pieces about the journey. You know, people getting a bit more excited. Our channel opened up publicly in the FleetCom Discord, and it exploded. People wanting to find out. We've got rock rats from the previous Distant Worlds expedition who were aiding us. I've drafted in several members that have been absolute legends from our IMU staff, from our own mining Discord, that have been added in. So they've been aiding all those that haven't even looked at mining and said, hang on a minute, we can go and do this a long way out.
Yeah.
And the CG itself is probably one of the first ones where people who want to complete it and get it the best that it can be.
Yeah.
For the sheer fact that where everything's going to be built. So it's gonna be mega. It's going to be absolutely mega. And then the roller coaster continues because there's a lot of things that we still don't know with what we're going to do with our mining organisation, which keeps everything fresh right up until the end.
And there are big implications for the mining group and the CG in general. This is something that you guys need to attain and succeed, and I believe with the amount of people behind it, it will be easy. But I don't want to speak too soon for it. But
yeah, well, this is our job as part of the department. This will be our job to try and attempt to organise. I can't say we'll be able to do much in terms of getting everybody, but just at least pointing everyone in the direction that they need to be in, encouraging interaction, wings, everything as best we can. There's nothing better than wing mining.
No.
There is nothing beats it. Efficiency, fun,
Explain
everything.
how you've got that all planned, because that's really impressing me. Even I'm like thinking...
There's no insignificant way of helping. People say, oh, well, I don't want to lose my jump range, but I still want to help. One mining laser doubles everything efficiency-wise. It's unbelievable how easy it is to help. So even your exploration vessel don't have any hard points. Stick a mining laser on it.
Come and chisel. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Have you got a mining laser?
I'm going to get a mining laser, yeah.
I feel like you should do live streams. I know we're going to do lots of them.
We're going to be doing a lot of them.
But I just mean, wouldn't it be nice if you did one where you showcase what they were doing
mining?
And
I think there's definitely room for that, coming along for that. And I'll talk a little bit about some of the people here at Frontier Developments who are actually joining, because on the elite team there are a few people who are getting involved. So I'll drop some names later. Some names more than anything. But it's really cool, and I understand there's guides have been written as well on mining and how you can contribute and help. Am I right?
Yeah, well, there's the part of that guide, an absolute dream of a guide that was built for almost every. I forget what was the official name of the guide, James. I can't. It was tier guides, I believe. I think the main document which covered practically everything, and then in addition, once Chapter 4 was released, because we were trying to do it all based on the beta. So we were still waiting for full release to let it go. But once it was out, we've got all the roles, potential roles that people can pick up, or at least give you an idea of how you can help in whatever capacity.
That's the point. I think you just don't need to be completely rigged out for mining, and in fact you'll be useful even if you're just a refinery. I think, is that still in play? And or if you're just supplying limpets or... Yeah,
we're interacting with all the different, again, going back to Alex, we'll need Alex. We're going to need fleet logistics for if anybody needs limpets at any point, but we don't want to leave our location.
It's going to be so great. All that organisation happening out there. I can just imagine everyone discussing it in in a Discord or TeamSpeak channel, just discussing how to arrange it all. And I think it's going to be so much fun. Certain people using the limpets, certain people healing and fixing other people's holes, other people firing at the rocks to blow them apart. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, there's
really
even the science teams, the exploration teams. We can get hold of
security. You've got security teams, of course, as well.
NPCs, if there's going to be populated systems with the Iridium Wing. We need to speak to the explorers first to find out where we can actually mine. So we need to work with them as well.
So using them as scouts, using them.
Yeah. Great. It's just such a wonderful display of, and it's kind of why we reached out to you such a long time ago to be like, hey, guys, we've got these things coming up. We've got this stuff coming up, to James. And we haven't mentioned Aramis. So are we no longer working with Aramis?
No, I think Aramis.
We don't speak about him anymore.
No, Aramis, I believe, is still very involved in the.
He's in the chat.
Yeah.
Hi, Aramis.
Hello, Aramis. Hello.
And all of this is thanks to him, including the idea for the CG, which I mean, did I lose concentration? Did we mention why we're doing this CG?
Why don't you tell us, James? We didn't discuss. We said there's a CG, but and there are
lots going
implications of the CG. But tell us what it is.
Can I just say how beautiful this game looks these days? But anyway, carry on.
Yeah, you can say that as often as you like.
Look at it.
It's just blows.
Look at that planet. Anyway, carry on.
Sorry,
It's a
James.
nice
Go on.
planet. We are, well, Frontiera, and thanks to what we're doing, is building a station in the core region.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the furthest station from the bubble. It is going to be a resting stop for explorers as well as a research station for Sagittarius A-star.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So good.
This is big.
Yeah, it is big, and that's why I said earlier there are implications to get this right, because you're building something that's going to be there forever to help explorers who need a pit stop. But there is more than that to it. Would you agree?
What more to?
The CG is it's I think it's not just building a base in the center. I think it means a lot, not just for this expedition but for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's going to change exploration.
It's going to change, yeah, because it
somewhere it's going to encourage exploration on the other side.
Yeah.
In a big way.
Yeah.
Perhaps some people are going to move out there. We don't know. I mean, I don't think it's going to be ready for living, but people might just want to hang around it, and it's just going to be a gathering spot for a lot of very distant people, very lone wolves, and it's really going to change the face of the galaxy.
Yeah.
my kind of place.
your kind of place. You'll just be out there,
Probably.
just floating around it, spinning around it.
Just to add to what James just said there, I remember when the Jack station was first jumped and found out in the Colonia, and you could see it on the Elite Dangerous Star map and the videos they do, where the area just lit up and there was explorers all around, and it just rejuvenated the whole area for exploration. And I imagine this station, if it's successful with the CG, will be very much the same.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was getting at. It doesn't just change things for the expedition itself. It's going to put something permanently there on the map for future explorers to use. Now, if there's anyone watching who hasn't signed up, is there still time? Is it not too late to get involved?
Yeah, you can still sign up. That's not a problem. Do you want me to post the link in the stream?
Yeah, go for it. And I think some very diligent moderators have been helping with that as well. But let's talk us through how you can get involved. It's quite a simple process, I believe.
Yeah, well, there is a form to fill out. Basically, that's what the link will take you to. And once you've filled out the form, you're officially on the roster. You get a roster number, you get assigned a ship ID, and you fill in your details, you choose some roles, and that's it. It's very simple.
And how many has signed up now? I think it's quite a proud number to shout about.
It's over 9,000.
It's over 9,000, which is...
Over 9,000!
It's over 9,000, which is very cool.
I'm so glad you know that reference.
Well, what do you mean? Why are you saying it like that? It sounds weird.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I just don't think there's that many Dragon Ball Z fans in the community. It's just not the same.
Well, we've got one person saying over 9,000, so it's inspired one person, at the very least. So I said earlier about people taking part, and we're going to try and get them on the live streams as well. Ed's scrambling for a pen here. But I know that Steve Kirby, he's been getting his ship ready. He's currently in Ed, are you?
It's okay.
Okay, sorry, Ed's flying straight at that planet, so...
I want to, that's where I'm supposed to be going.
Just thought you might.
I'm looking for phosphorus.
Anyway, Steve Kirby is getting his exploration ship ready, but he's also getting his mining ship.
Yeah.
And he's working out, does he fly out there in the exploration ship, and then does he transfer his mining ship over? So Steve Kirby, one of the lead game designers on Elite Dangerous, is taking part. Dav Stott as well.
Is he taking part?
Dav Stott is taking part, and some people in his team are as well.
Is Adam Woods?
I
He's
did
been
ask him
playing a lot
today, and he is
recently.
preparing, but I don't know if he'll be there.
Time investment. He's with his children.
With his children. But, you know, they're people who are very involved, and Dav, if you don't know who Dav is, lead server developer on Elite Dangerous, and people within his team, they told me just moments ago that they'll be there for the launch event on PC, which is very exciting.
What is the launch event then? What's that?
Well, I'm gonna let Dr. Kai tell us about the launch. When does it start? What's going on? What's your plan?
It starts on Sunday, the 13th of January, which is less than 72 hours from now, or slightly more.
Very
No,
soon.
slightly more, because in 15 minutes. And it's being broken up into 3 different launch events for 3 different time zones. So we've got EU, the Americas, and Oceania. And the times are listed on my Twitter, which is, I think, if I can bring it up, it's 8 o'clock UTC for the EU. It's 1 a.m. UTC on Monday for USA, which is approximately Sunday afternoon for most of America, or Sunday evening. And it's 10 a.m. UTC Monday, which again is approximately Sunday evening for Australia, New Zealand, Philippines, that sort of time zone area. And if we do crash the servers, at least we've got Dav with us who can hopefully...
Dav will be there to like, oh, well, I'm here, and that's not good, so let's get that sorted.
It's quite sweet.
ASAP.
He was quite enthusiastic about it, wasn't it?
He's very
he was
enthusiastic
saying,
about it, yeah.
He was saying it's quite... they've got it sorted. Basically, over Christmas, we had quite a lot of players logging
Server
in.
wobbles.
And lots of players logging in. Lots and lots and lots of players.
Yep.
So we have the infrastructure in place to look after Distant Worlds too, so I shouldn't worry too much about that.
Yeah, and they'll be there on the launch as well, so they'll be even more responsive when things like that happen because they'll be experiencing it themselves. So, yeah, and I think it's quite nice to see members of the team because I've spoken with some of them about it, and at their own volition said, "Oh yeah, I'm taking part. Of course, I'm taking part." So, yeah, and that's really nice to see that this is a big event for the community, but it's also a big event for us here who are going to get involved.
Massive honour.
Yeah, well, it's great. It's something we love. Ed, you've just raved about the first expedition.
It's so good, yeah.
The moment I joined, so.
Did I really?
You did, and I was like, I can't wait to
isn't it?
take part. And I signed up within my first few months at Frontier Developments, before I really knew what was in store. So it's just going strength to strength for me. So I will be joining in on PS4 alongside Steve Kirby. He may be available for the launch event, so Crow, we will touch base with you about joining up with some of the players there.
Fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. So pleased that you guys are joining us on console.
I'm on PC.
I am, though, and that's all that matters. I'm the god here.
This is where I enabled the chat as well. What's the automatic hotkey for getting out of this mode? I love being able to just ask the community. Can you just tell us in the chat? I need to. I want to be able to change to be able to shoot.
Very important Distant Worlds.
Just tell me about it. Well, it is because I need phosphorus.
Question.
And I haven't.
There is no default. I think you have to set it.
I have to go and set it. I haven't done it yet.
Thank you. Thank you, James.
Thanks, James. I'll do that off camera.
So, are you guys ready? Are you ready for the launch of the event, or are there still things to do?
Thank you. Thank you, chat. Philip Coots, it was indeed M. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that. Sorry.
It's all right.
That's okay, James. We didn't know that, so you definitely don't need to.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. It's more that we should definitely have known it already.
But yeah, are you ready? Are you all feeling ready within your various divisions and duties?
Well, from my point of view, we are 99% ready. There are some last-minute things to do, and I don't know if we'll ever be fully ready. But the beauty of Distant Worlds is we put a lot of infrastructure into place. So once that happens, apart from a few things that we've agreed to do, like, go through the discovery submissions, put out newsletters, and create like events and meetups and things like that. Things evolve by themselves. It's quite an effortless thing also you can't really control 9,000 people. It's just impossible.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's going on. Like 1,000 times over, you've got no idea what's going on. But yeah, hopefully everything's in place. And as for my team, our team, let's see what they have to say. I don't know. Are you guys ready?
We're totally ready. We're so ready. I can't even tell you how ready we are. We're
I
more
don't even
ready
know
than
what
Brick.
I'm mining.
So Crow seems ready. Crow seems very ready. Dan, are you ready?
Too ready, if you ask me.
Yeah,
I will
worryingly
be
so.
once I know what I've got to mine. But yeah, I'll be absolutely spot on. Don't you worry.
We will not. I'm not worried. I feel like I'm in safe hands.
I do feel like I'm in safe hands with the whole mining thing. Dan,
And with
honestly.
Alex Brenell as well. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Well-
the mechanics were at a stage where if we launched now and everything went terribly wrong, we'd manage. There's a few last minute bits we're trying to finish off, but I think we're in a good place.
Good, because if you're in a good place, everybody else should be in a good place. Don't forget to scoop all that stuff up.
Come on, phosphorus.
I didn't get to finish one of my earlier questions about what different departments we have. At least
Yes.
I was talking about it.
Yeah,
and
go
I've
for
been
it.
reminded in the chat, and I'm feeling bad, but I wasn't going to forget. Just waiting. There's quite a few more other things going on that I haven't got to. So we've got a galactic travel agency, which means that anyone in the bubble at any time can get in touch with the GTA, the Galactic Travel Agency, and they will find them a lovely multi-crew seat to telepresent themselves to.
Oh, the
And,
multi-crew thing's great. That's it, yeah.
I love that. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah.
So it's worth mentioning actually about that, because it's now a multi-crew activity that
we've
you can do
created
in
a
game.
multi-crew activity that people can literally click on, and I think
Yeah.
that's very cool. That has been that's been announced, right?
Well, it's,
what?
it's
It
in,
has now.
It is now. No, it's in the event. Whether it's deployed now, I believe it might be.
Well, there you go. If we have any announcement, there is going to be a multi-crew
Activity, but-
activity that you can choose from on the list in the game.
But it's not an exclusive secret. So yeah, there's no worry. James, go ahead. You can talk about it. It's fine.
I actually missed that because it kind of broke up on my end. What are you talking about? That sounds
what are you guys on about now?
I don't know if that's true or not, but he's just saying it.
I don't know. The multi-crew activity. There is a distant worlds 2
Activity that you can now
Activity
choose from the list
from
when
the
you
list.
choose multi-crew.
Are you
No,
talking about EDRPG?
No, in the game when you
being
select multi-crew. Are you joking?
Yeah, I think I'm being dumb. I'm not joking.
No, don't worry.
Show.
So when you choose multi-crew activity, I don't know if it's in the game now yet or
It
not.
might not
already.
be in, but it's planned for the event.
Well,
so
let's just leave it. Let's just leave it. We are assuming, and we're pretty sure
it's confirmed. It's all planned.
it's all planned. Oh well, save me from this quick. Move on to another subject.
No, I'm gonna stress it again. If you are not taking part in the expedition yourself, but you still want to jump into the seat of someone who is, there's going to be a multi-crew activity.
Yeah, great, can't
where
wait.
you can sign up and click Distant Worlds.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
wow! I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Nobody told me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Thank you.
First time
There you
This is
go.
the kind of stuff that a Frontier are doing for this expedition. I just want to emphasise, you guys are awesome.
But a little surprise for you there.
Oh, he knew.
I'm sure he did. I thought I told him.
Nobody tells me anything these days.
Well, there you go, James. There's a little treat
was
for
enjoyable.
you, so people can actually jump in. It might be in the game already. It might not. I'll have to chase that up. But I saw some text for it, so it's on its way.
Oh, that's really cool.
Isn't
That's
it?
really epic. It's absolutely epic.
There you go.
Yeah, amazing. And I'm sure Kola hasn't heard it. Kola 2 is the head of our Galactic Travel Agency. I'm sure he'll be happy about it if he hasn't heard it.
Great.
There you go. It's almost all we have time for. But you, James, I'm sure you didn't finish about all the different activities.
I'm sure you didn't finish anything.
So, is there anything more that we should know about the organisations within Distant Worlds 2 and what other people can do?
Well, yeah, there's loads of things. I could talk for more than the time we have left. So I'll just have to summarize. We've also got quite 3 different role-playing events. So we've got EDRPG,
cool.
which involves like bandit scenarios where there will be in a special private group, so it doesn't affect the main fleet. But everyone's welcome to join. There'll be some scenarios that will take place that will involve real combat, using
Cool.
ship launch fighters and things like that. More
Okay.
information on our website. We've got Fleet Logistics, which is a role-playing event that is, well, its name has changed and my mind's gone blank. This is really embarrassing, but maybe someone in the chat will mention it. Where people bring along. We're trying to bring one of every single in-game materials commodity to the other
That's so much
galaxy.
fun.
Everyone can join
I
in.
love
with
this
that.
so much. It's the best thing in a video game ever. Well done.
Yep, and we've got Medicore, which is a group that are helping coordinate the logistics of gathering the mind gone blank again. Where skate pods. There we go. And there's that. We've got a newsletter. We've got our own radio, distant radio.
You can listen on the way.
3305. Yep, and the links again. We've got basically an information index that has a link to every single one of the important places to find all this stuff.
Yep.
It's on the website and it's linked absolutely everywhere. You type in Distant Worlds and you almost certainly get it.
You'll find it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be big. We're all on Discord. We've got a Twitter. Everything is announcement critical, so we strongly recommend that you are at least in one of our platforms. We've got a Facebook. We've got a Reddit. We've got a mailing list, and we've hopefully got loads of cool people coming along. Like, I'm hoping that we're going to have some kind of celebrities coming along. Among 9,000 people, who knows? So, if any celebrities are watching this, please make yourselves known to me.
Hello.
Shut up, Will.
I was saying hello for you.
Oh, for me? Thanks.
Do you know who you, at the as a member of the organising team, who you really need to say hello to? And that is the 9,000 people who have signed up. Honestly, it's amazing. Yeah. You guys, we wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you. You are Distant Worlds too. You know, we're just the organising team. We're just facilitators. You guys are the ones that make this happen. Without you, we'd just be a bunch of people trying to do something for no good reason than polishing our own shoes. But you guys have, you've picked it up and you've come with it in a way that we could never really have foreseen. And we're all so grateful for your engagement, and we can't wait to be flying with you over the next 18 weeks.
Agreed. So, and can I say to the 9,000 people that I'm really, really looking forward to the amazing surprises that you're going to come up with, because Distant Worlds 1 was all about what the fleet came up with, and what they came up with was just mind-blowing.
It was the screenshots, the videos, like the gatherings of all these people,
the ideas,
the crazy things that people were doing along the way. I wonder if we'll have any marriages this time. Didn't we have a couple of marriages out there in Beagle Point?
We had a marriage, yeah.
Yeah, someone got married out there.
Let's get 2 this year.
Do you want to get married, Will?
We'll get married out there. Well, I want to kind of bring that into this next bit. If you're going on Distant Worlds 2, and you're in the chat, say, I'm going on Distant Worlds 2 right now. So if you're going on Distant Worlds 2, not right now, but on Sunday when it launches, say it in the chat right now. Let us know. Let these guys know. Of course, they have the roster, so they know, but there's a lot of people. Oh, Dr. Kai, he's going on Distant Worlds 2. Alex Brenell is also going.
So say you're going on it.
Here you go. They all come rushing in. There's a lot of people here. I would like to go, says Joshua Chamberlain. Well, there you go. Make sure you go.
Look at all these people.
Jason G.
Saying it because they think they're going to win a prize? That's my question.
I've not signed up, says Joshua Burke, but I'm going. I'll be going.
Dr. Kai, I'm going to spur something on you here.
Ooh, trick question.
So sorry. I should have asked you earlier. But is there any way we could do a bit of a giveaway, and then Frontier, of course, we can pay the bill?
Yes.
Any sort of Distant Worlds 2 item that you can send?
Well, I was actually thinking of making. Well, I'll have to think about it, but yeah, for sure we can. I don't want to say what yet, but my first idea is I saw on the same site where I'm making these mugs, they have this heat. What's it called? Thermal mug that basically the Distant Worlds logo will appear when you pour hot tea into it.
So some sort of Distant Worlds item, or perhaps a couple of items. To one lucky winner. Yeah, let's work that out.
Yeah, and this is a conversation that I was having with Dr. Kai earlier, but there's also going to be some other things that we at Frontier can help with for in-game goodies and the like.
Yeah, we haven't finished with what we're doing to help.
But we just have to. We have to talk about that. We could talk about it here. No, let's not talk about it here. But anyway,
it's not for now.
It's not for now.
We'll help with the competitions that we'll inevitably come up with.
Yes, we want to support the event as much as we can. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for Sunday to come.
It's gonna be great.
I'm getting for myself earlier this week. I think it was this week. I've forgotten time. It was this week. we were working on the final touches of my ship. I'm going to get some materials for FSD injectors because I'm going to try and
honestly,
skyrocket myself.
For those who are doing it and you are not going to regret the time investment because it just feels so awesome to be loading up the game that you love already, but then being and you just know what your task is for the next few months. It feels like a completely different game. It makes it feel like it's thrilling to think that it's part of Elite Dangerous, but it feels like such a unique event. That's at least how I felt in the last one, anyway. And I know I gush about it quite a lot, but it's super cool, and I'm thrilled that it allows these sorts of events, these sorts of community interactions.
Yeah.
There's no other game like it, and I love that. And thank you everybody so much for being part of this and being here and coming along to these live streams. Still hundreds of you that come along to these live streams to talk to us. And it just goes to show that still after all these years, that the Elite Dangerous community are the best. So there you go. Thanks.
What lovely words. And why don't we end this live stream on some more lovely words from you guys? Do you have anything you want to say just before the stream is over? Is there anything you want to say to the people taking part, the people who are prospectively taking part? I'm leaving it to you guys now. I've rambled enough.
Well, I personally want to thank you two for everything you've done and everything that you plan to do, and you guys have really, really, really helped coordinate things on the back end and get things going with Frontier's help and all your energy and all your gushing, which brings a tear to my eye. It really, really means a lot. And also thanks to everyone who's coming along. As Crow said, I couldn't put it better than that. We really, really appreciate this very difficult journey and making it what it is.
Just in there, when you're saying the lovely words, I just shouted phosphorus. I'm so sorry, I got very excited.
That's what he says when he's excited.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
So sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Do you want to do the whole thing again now? No, I'm joking. It was
well, Dodokai, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on tonight's live stream. Crow, is there anything you'd like to say?
I think I've summarised it. I mean, the community is amazing. My team have been amazing. We've had to translate everything that is organised for the main expedition to something that works for the PlayStation. I haven't done that on my own. I've had an amazing team of people help me pull all that together, put so many hours in. And really, it's just because we love this thing and we want everyone to enjoy themselves. That's have fun.
Phosphorus.
Phosphorus.
It was another phosphorus.
If you can find phosphorus with these closing quotes, then I'm going to be really happy.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Well,
I almost forgot. Sorry for taking the mic again, but I really have to thank my team, just like Crow did. Yeah. Especially Aramis. Oh, my phone's ringing.
Is it Aramis calling?
It might be. No, Aramis. Big thanks to Aramis. He does so much. He does so much. I don't know how he sleeps. Big thanks to Cohen Left. Big thanks to Clan Alcatraz and Valen. And if I were to mention everyone's name that put in thousands of hours of work,
about 9,000 people.
Big thanks to our amazing team. They've really, really helped me and Aramis this time around and made it really work. And so much gratitude.
I was going to clap. I was going to applaud. But I'll wait.
Everybody in the chat's applauding. Just imagine it.
Please put your clapping emojis into the chat, please, or shout for phosphorus, which is now happening. Alex, is there anything you'd like to say?
Glad.
Maybe a message to reassure people that their hulls are safe.
Well, we'll definitely be there. I can say the point I was going to sort of latch onto is it's been really amazing to see how much enthusiasm everyone that's come in has put in and how willing everyone is to help. We've had a prep week running for about a week now and it's still running, where we're helping people out, gather materials, prepare their ships, outfitting. The Discord channel's just been electric. Everything, the chat's been moving so fast I can't even read it at times.
I'd say that's the place to go if you want to learn about how to prepare, is the Discord channel, certainly.
Exactly, and everyone's just been so willing to jump in and help everyone else out with their experience. And I mean, I staggered to think the amount of hours that combined the number of people going have invested in the game, so they know everything there is to know.
You've been helping people find phosphorus.
Yes.
That doesn't count, Ed.
Does it not count?
It doesn't count. You have to
Okay.
find it and go,
Okay.
phosphorus! And
Okay.
interrupt
I
them.
think that'll be my closing comment. Phosphorus.
Okay.
Phosphorus.
Phosphorus,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Alex. Thank you. And Dan, is there anything you'd like to say? Phosphorus.
Yeah, phosphorus. No, just
He is a man.
everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome. The lead up has been fantastic, and we're 2 days. What is it? 3 days away now. So,
Less than.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Sunday,
less than-
3 days.
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll reach 12,000 by then.
we cover every platform Elite Dangerous is on. Come and get involved.
Nice. Nice, bold message there. Come and get involved. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining us tonight and just talking a little bit about Distant Worlds 2. There's loads of information out there for people to find. The links are being dropped in the chat. So if you are not involved yet and want to get involved, head there. It's not too late. The expedition departs on Sunday at 8 p.m. UTC if you're in the European time zone from Palani, the system Palani. But the other leaving times are also available on the forums and on the website.
Phosphorus.
Oh, that was understated, Ed.
I found some.
Phosphorus. So go and check it out. Once again, a big thank you to my guests tonight. Thank you guys for coming along.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you,
inviting
Will.
us.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you to the community who've signed up, and just a general thanks. I don't know who to thank, but everyone who made this a reality. But thank you for Distant Worlds.
Should we do a giveaway?
Yeah, let's do a giveaway.
All right, what should we get people to say?
Well, you guys tell us. What should people say? This could be messy because you could all shout. Phosphorus.
It's got to be phosphorus, hasn't
Phosphorus. Phosphorus, everybody. Everybody say phosphorus in the chat. If you say phosphorus in the chat, we'll pick someone at random to win some Distant Worlds 2 goodies. TBD.
TBD.
Yeah, what exactly those are, but we'll pick somebody at random in just a second. Yeah, I want to just say as well, Will has been largely the person leading this from the community side this time round. I put Will in touch
From
with,
Frontier.
From Frontier, yeah. I put Will in touch with Dr. Kai nice and early on, but him and the dev team, they've been so invested this time around, and I think it's it's been very inspiring to see. I had so much fun with it last time with Distant Worlds 1, and I know I keep repeating that, but I want to say a huge thank you to the Distant Worlds guys, but also, once again, it's like the Distant Worlds guys said, it's the community that make this even possible, make this a thing. So it's everybody. It's a massive living for everybody. So well done, everyone, and just keep going. Just keep doing it. Right, stop saying it. We're going to choose something. Choose a number, a person at random.
Here we go. I've got a key into my high-tech computer here.
Okay, we have the random number. No, don't go that. Oh, you've got
I'm going the right way. So, to win some to be determined.
Distant Worlds goodies. The problem is that more people are signing up. Yeah, so the number is there, yeah.
There, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's Buddha time.
It's underscore Buddha
Buddha time.
underscore time.
It's Buddha time.
Great.
Not that
Nope. You are the winner. Congratulations. We will be in touch with you. It's Buddha time.
It's Buddha
if
time.
you could also email community@frontier.co.uk.
Community@frontier.co.uk. Please contact us there. Say I won the giveaway on this live stream. We have to work with the Distant Worlds 2 guys to determine what that package looks like, but we'll make a note of you and make sure it gets over to you. So once again, thank you to the community and thank you to you guys for joining us. And
thank you.
It's been a massive pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you.
And Phosphorus to you.
Thank you.
And we're probably going to have them back on.
that's true.
Throughout the
Yeah,
next
this is
3 months or whatever.
Get used to some of these voices because we're going to be doing a lot of Distant Worlds 2 focused live streams. Every lunchtime live stream for Elite Dangerous on Mondays at 12 p.m. UTC will be dedicated to Distant Worlds 2, and then throughout the month will also be months. We'll be dedicating
5 months.
5 months, 6 months, 5 months.
Yeah.
We'll be dedicating some live streams to them as well. We'll get you back on James for later on throughout the trip, just to find out how it's going, and also a big good luck. Big good luck.
A big good luck.
A big good luck, to
everybody.
you, and
See you in the black.
see you in the black. Thank you.
See ya. Thank you. Bye.